veteran needs to break out or continue to play at a high level, in your opinion?
Oh, I'm going to stick with the theme here. I said that Banks has to be the guy. In order for Trey to be at his best, they're going to need a second guy on that offensive line. And we already know what Trent Williams brings to the table. It's got to be McGlinchey. He's got to be at least serviceable. At least serviceable, right? Coming off of an injury, he has to be able to play a majority of the season, has to be able to protect, has to be Mike McGlinchey. 100%, that's the other guy. They're going to have to rely on these guys. The 49ers seem to be very comfortable going into the season as is. Mike McGlinchey has to be somebody they can rely on, because if they can't, especially if Mac retires, it's going to get ugly, Grant. Really ugly, really quick. McGlinchey has to be able to hold his own.
You took my answer for the offense, so I'll go defense. I'm going to go with a vet who has played at a high level. He has definitely played at a high level, but he's not consistent. He's not always an impact player. Eric Armstead. Eric Armstead will go a season or two kind of floating, saying, I was in the right place. I set the edge. I was good against the run. No, I didn't have a tackle today. No, I didn't have a sack or a quarterback hit or a hurry or anything in the stat book, but you know what? I did my job. Great. When he turns it on, like week 17, divisional round in Green Bay, dude, he is like DeForest Buckner plus, but he does it like it's like groundhogs. He does it once a year, twice a year. If he could do that all the freaking time, that would be such a big deal. That would be so nice. Eric, if you could get it together to play the same way every week, the Niners would really benefit. So Eric fucking Armstead, man. That guy can be so good and so invisible in the span of 2 weeks. Eric, step up.
I agree. No, that's a great pick. I'll give you another name just to keep it going. George Kittle. Listen, George Kittle was in and out of the offense all last year, missed 3 games. He's always missing games. He's going to have to stay healthy this year, and he's going to have to be a big part of that passing game as well. We need 1,000 plus yards from Kittle, and we need 15 games minimum from this guy.
That's George a great Kittle. Call, man. He's gotten hurt week 1, 2 years in a row. Mm-hmm. Can you make it through week 1 without getting hurt, George? And can you stop getting hurt running? Can you figure that one out too? Yeah, that's a good call. George Kittle, they pay you hella money, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Debo kind of falls in between, but Debo's got to play at a high level
Trent
again.
Williams, dude, Trent Williams, they need 17 games from Trent, man.
They're not going to get 17. They never get 17.
They could really use it. Trent Williams, man, you can't afford him to fall off. He's about 35.
Listen, a lot of people push back and see, Trent Williams had a great season. You and I both didn't like that Trent Williams signing. It had nothing to do with Trent Williams, the player, because he's a fantastic player. No argument there.
He wasn't healthy in the playoffs, man. He needs to be healthy down the stretch.
Grant, not only that, but he wasn't healthy week 18 when they needed to win that game. He wasn't healthy in the NFC Championship.
He shouldn't have played in that game. He shouldn't have played.
I hate to say it, but he's getting expensive.
That was silly.
Yep. He misses games every year. I love Trent Williams. One of my favorite players.
Keep playing like how he's been playing, but for more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So and then Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm just kidding. No.
Because we need him to throw us a lot of interceptions for either Carolina or Seattle, right?
Hey, but again, if Jason Verrett were able to bounce back, that would be such a huge one for the 49ers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now all of a sudden the Niners that's their number 1 cornerback. No disrespect to Travarius Ward, but he's not Jason Verrett. If only
him
Jason
and
Verrett.
Ward together.
Ooh.
Manuel Mosley in nickel.
And Talanoa Hufanga ruining it all. Don't be that guy, Talanoa. Please. Kittle, 72% catch rate, needs to be used more. Needs to get hurt less.
Bingo.
I think the Niners were trying to manage his injuries. He gets hurt running. But yeah, Trent
Williams
was
limping every game. Every game he had a limp. Every single game.
And then he would come back and be like, "Oh, it feels like I'm getting stabbed in the calf, but I'm cool though." Like, that sounds great. That's really wonderful.
So normal to feel like you're getting stabbed in the calf.
If we're being honest, he hasn't had an elite season since 2019. He's still an excellent player, but dude, do it again, man. Turn back the clock. You're not that old. Have a great season. Go put out 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. Have you ever had
agree.
12 touchdowns in a season? No. Come on, man. You can do it.
I agree. I
Do
agree.
it.
Hey, here we go. This is good because he called me out on another show for it. Coach, it's not. First of all, let's be clear about what slander means. It is not slander, right? Did anything that I say is untrue? Is Trent Williams very expensive? Yes. Is he getting older? Yes. Does he miss games every single year? Yes. Is he a great player? Absolutely. Stop me where I'm wrong. Where at one point did I get anything wrong about Trent Williams?
See, you can't win. I mean, you predicted they would win 12 games, and people are like, hey, man, but you said something. You slandered Trent Williams. Nah, man, come at me. I have him winning 9. And I might have picked 8 if I had more guts. I mean, 3 years ago, before I had a YouTube channel and things to lose, I would have picked 7 and 10 this year. Now I'm like, let's split the difference.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
make my point without being outrageous. I could have easily picked New Orleans to beat the Niners. I mean, frankly, Jameis was 5-2 last year. Who the hell is Trey Lance? I like Trey Lance, but he's got a lot to prove. We're just penciling him and winning all these games. We don't know. It's a big year for him and for the whole team. I can't wait. Can't wait.
What is said? Let's end on this. What is said about Trey Lance if they go 9-8, the record that you have, and they miss the playoffs? What is being said about Trey Lance that they miss?
It's all his fault. Jimmy would have made the yeah. I'm not gonna say that, but you know that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now last year, if had they not beaten the Rams week 18 and missed the playoffs, oh my God, can you imagine what people have said? What a waste. Not only did you waste money on Jimmy, you could have rolled over money. You could have played Trey Lance, but everyone lets him off the hook because they made it to the NFC Championship game. And it had nothing to do with Jimmy. But if they miss the playoffs and Trey plays pretty well or better than Jimmy, but their offensive line isn't as good, the pass protection is good, the run defense isn't as good, the pass rush isn't as good, all this stuff, it's going to be his fault because Jimmy just wins. That's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly. He's a winner, baby. Just win.
So Trey,
Jimmy Lander.
Good luck, man. You couldn't have any more pressure. So I guess it comes with the territory. It's not easy being a Niners quarterback. It's just not. Nope. There should be a support group. Ex-Niners quarterbacks. Like, hey, it was so hard. They started cheering for my backup in the second quarter. I mean, I didn't even get through the first half, and they were already cheering for my backup. He's not even good. Yeah, man, it happened. Sorry. No patience.
None.
Right, that's the end of the show. Hopefully Jesse's right. I like covering playoffs. It's more fun.
Hell yeah. It's way better. Nobody wants to talk about the offseason in the middle of January.
No, absolutely not. Nope. All right, I'm done for the day. Jesse's not. What you got coming on?
10 minutes. Last second sports. Come on over. Coach or anybody else that doesn't like anything I said, or you just want to hate on Grant because you don't like anything he said, you can call in. It's the call-in show. Open mic over at Last Second Sports. 10 minutes. It's going down.
Someone said, what was my final record? I had 9-8. Jesse had 12-5.
Yep.
Jesse's the balanced one. I'm the troll looking for attention. Go check out Jesse on his channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Although I got to talk to Rob because we usually go on at 11 and the Niners have media availability from like 11 to 2 tomorrow. They have more rookies talking and they have a rookie practice. So I may not do it with Rob tomorrow, but we'll work it out. I will have like an instant reaction to their practice and it'll be fun. We'll see Danny Gray. We'll see Brock Purdy. First impression of Danny Gray, really cool. I like him. I like Spencer Burford a lot. Brock Purdy cracked me up. He came out with this attitude like, I'm Brock Purdy. I'm Brock Purdy.
Listen,
like, you have no idea how many quarterbacks I've seen come through here. Like, you'd ask him questions. He's like, he'd have this attitude like, you don't know about me? Like, I'm Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy.
Great. I'm telling you right now,
Brock, he was the polar opposite of Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins, super down to earth. This guy was like, man, I am freaking Brock freaking Purdy. You don't know. You must.
Let me tell you about Brock Purdy. First of all, I've liked Brock Purdy for 2 years now. And again, not Trey Lance, not Mullins, Beathard, not even Tom Brady could get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Brock Purdy is the last shoe to fall. Brock Purdy should have swagger because he got picked up the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. He's the reason Jimmy's not going to be here. It's Brock Purdy season, Grant. Get ready for it.
I put up a bunch of the interviews on my channel. You watch like Jason Poe, Spencer Burford, just Danny Gray. Everyone's very, very like, hey, let me shake your hand. Let me get to know you. And then you got Brock Purdy just kind of standing there with his hands in his pocket, like, man, what do you want me to say, man? Like, I'm Brock freaking Purdy. You gotta see it crack me up. I loved it, man. I'm like, look at this 22, 23-year-old. Like, wow, you must have been something at Iowa State.
He's got a little Minshew to him, doesn't he? A little bit of Minshew, little swagger.
I was a freaking man at Iowa State. Like, yeah, man, like that's over. But good luck. Good luck.